Welcome along, fellow Beatle people. At least once a week, someone asks me about the caves at Friar Park. Well, you know there are different ones there. For example, there is an ice grotto, and there are water caves down by the lake, and there are also a series of caves beneath the Alpine garden. And that is mainly what I'm going to talk about today. Unfortunately, there are not many photos of them out there, so I'm going to show you some images that I created to help give you an idea of what they may have looked like back in the late 1800s and early 1900s when Sir Frank Crisp owned Friar Park. Interestingly, when Patty Boyd first went to see the property, and then even after she and George Harrison acquired the estate, neither of them knew of the many entertaining wonders to be found in and around the gardens. For example, inside the caves, Sir Frank had his gardeners meticulously place statues of gnomes, creating a whimsical and enchanting atmosphere. The gnomes, sculpted and painted with fine detail, appeared to be engaged in various activities, adding a sense of liveliness and fantasy to the space. Statuary of owls and bats were also placed strategically throughout the caves, their lifelike appearances giving an eerie yet fascinating touch. Statuary of various critters added a mischievous element, as if they were guardians of the hidden realms within the gardens. The exterior entrance was within the rockery, where a sliding iron door awaited that was placed within a dim recess. However, the Alpine caves could also be accessed from a set of stairs in a room on the northeast side of the house. This room, adorned with rich wood paneling and antique furnishings, served as a sort of antechamber to the mysterious world below. But back to the iron door within the rockery. As visitors stepped through, they were greeted by the soft, flickering light of candles. The faint scent of beeswax mingled with the cool, earthy aroma of the caves. The first area, known as the Vine Cave, was a sight to behold. The cave was adorned with vines, seemingly made of living greenery, but upon closer inspection, revealed to be masterfully crafted from glass. Each vine bore berries of various colors, and within each berry, tiny electric lights glowed softly. This delicate illumination cast a magical glow throughout the cave, making the glass berries sparkle like jewels. From the Vine Cave, guests could follow a series of roomy passages that led into the second section, known as the Wishing Well Cave. This area was filled with optical illusions that played tricks on the eye. Mirrors were placed at strategic angles, creating the illusion of infinite space. Water trickled down from hidden spouts, creating the sound of a distant stream. A focal point of this cave is the Wishing Well, its depth seemingly bottomless. Visitors could toss a coin into the well, and as it fell, the sound would echo, creating an ethereal, almost mystical experience. The illusions in this cave were so convincing that they left guests questioning the boundaries between reality and imagination. Supposedly, if single women looked down into the well, they could see the reflection of their future husband beneath the surface of the water. How in the world that was done, I'll never know. The next section of the caves was both awe-inspiring and unnerving. This area, built up to 12 feet in height and 15 feet in width, housed a collection of what appeared to be human skeletons. The skeletons were carefully arranged, some seated on stone benches, others posed as if in conversation. The eerie display was made even more unsettling by the dim, flickering lights that cast shadows on the walls. Visitors would often find themselves wondering whether these skeletons were real or not. Although it was widely believed that they were not, Sir Frank had never confirmed or denied their authenticity, adding an air of mystery to the exhibit. In fact, one of them appeared to have been a friar that had been imprisoned. Moving on, guests would encounter Sir Frank's legendary collection of German garden gnomes. This section of the caves was filled with these whimsical figures, each one uniquely crafted and painted. The gnomes were arranged in various scenes, depicting everyday activities from fishing and gardening to playing musical instruments and engaging in practical jokes. The gnomes were not only displayed in the caves, but were also scattered throughout the expansive gardens of Friar Park. In the recesses of the caves, distorting mirrors were placed, which had the uncanny effect of making visitors appear as if they had been transformed into gnomes themselves. This playful trick delighted guests and added to the overall charm of the experience. Years later, when George Harrison acquired Friar Park, he embarked on a mission to restore the gardens and the caves to their former glory. His team managed to track down many of the original garden gnomes that had been dispersed over time and had them returned to their rightful home. This restoration effort not only honored Sir Frank's vision, but also preserved a unique piece of English garden history. Higher up in the Alpine garden, nestled beneath the replica of the Matterhorn, was the artificial ice grotto. This grotto was a marvel of engineering and design, meticulously reproduced from the one at Grindelwald in Switzerland. To enter, one had to pass through a sturdy wooden door. Inside, the temperature dropped noticeably, adding to the authenticity of the experience. The interior was adorned with stalactites and stalagmites, from a material that mimicked ice. These formations hung from the ceiling and jutted up from the floor, creating a surreal frozen landscape. The walls and ceiling were covered with artificial blue-blotted ice, giving the entire cave a cool, icy hue. In the center of the grotto, water from a simulated glacier cascaded down in a small waterfall, its crystal clear droplets catching the light. During the warmer months, refrigeration was used to maintain the icy environment, ensuring that the grotto's magical atmosphere remained intact year-round. Hidden electric lights illuminated the cave, casting a soft, ethereal blue glow that enhanced the sense of otherworldliness. Sir Frank's Alpine garden and caves were a testament to his creativity and love for the whimsical and fantastical. Each cave and garden section offered a unique experience, transporting visitors to a world of imagination and wonder. His creation continues to captivate and inspire those who visit Friar Park, a true legacy of his artistic vision. So, what do you think of the Alpine Gardens and Ice Grotto at Friar Park? If you ever had the chance to go to Friar Park, would you ask if you could go on a tour of them? You know I would. Kindly remember that I've written a bunch of books about the Dakota, Friar Park, and Tittenhurst Park, and you can buy any of them on Amazon. Please check out the links below to see various ways to support my research and productions, including my website, Campfire Shop, where you can purchase exclusive handmade candles as well as all natural supplements for sleep and relaxation and high-quality teas. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.